It's pretty evident that black women have been brainwashed by the media to believe that they have bad hair and that they need to alter it, whether it be chemically or hiding it with some sort of wig, in order to be perceived as beautiful to other people in society. New videos every Thursday all the way from New York City at 10 p.m. to the UK at 3 a.m. Please stand by. You go on TV and they describe mixed or thick hair as this, perfect, shiny, curly hair. And whenever you see coarse hair like this, it's perceived as being nappy-headed or having nigger naps, making many black women perceive their natural state of their hair as negative and bad hair. So if a black girl can't even afford a perm one day, or to get her hair in a weave or whatever to alter her hair in some way, and she goes to school with, the natural look, she has a little fro or something, her other black female friends say, "Damn girl, how could you leave the house like that? You gotta do something to your hair, that's ugly." Girls feel like they can't go on a date without straightening their hair or making it curly or putting some sort of perm in it, but they will never leave their thick, coarse hair. Ladies, there are men out there that prefer you in your natural state and will accept you in your raw state. We are not that much of a rare breed. If a man can't accept you at your raw state, why would you let him go raw? I think you should just live by that. Let's say you wear a perm because you like it. Sure. You wear makeup because you like it. Sure. Because, we have new technologies and modifications, to make things look a little better or to enhance them however we see fit. I believe there is beauty in anything that exists. There's beauty in naturalism and there's beauty in modifications. The problem is when people start to have easy access to all of these modifications, people start to be ashamed of how their true self looks and thinks that their true self is ugly and they need those modifications to feel beautiful. That's when things like makeup and perms and wigs should start to become a problem, when you start hiding behind it. Modifications like that are cool when they're seen as an add-on, but they shouldn't be the definition of your beauty. You shouldn't feel like you don't want to go to school because you couldn't get your hair permed that day. You shouldn't feel like you have to put on makeup to go to the supermarket. You shouldn't feel insecure to see your boyfriend without makeup on. So obviously it's not just a black problem when you talk about things like wigs and makeup and other things like that, but it's definitely a problem with black women where they don't feel beautiful because they have nigger naps, because they've been taught by the media and by society and everyone around them that they should be ashamed of how they were born, that they shouldn't feel comfortable in their own skin. You like getting perms just because you like how you look in them? Fine, that's cool, but the moment you can't afford it, the moment you can't have it, you shouldn't feel like you have to hide in the corner and no one can see you and you just have to be trapped in a dungeon. You shouldn't feel like you're offending anyone for having your natural hair out. I honestly prefer a girl's natural hair. That's just my preference. But if my girlfriend wanted to get a perm, if my girlfriend wanted to get a weave, she would look beautiful either way. But I don't want her to feel ashamed of me looking at her when she's in her natural state without makeup, without perming her hair, without wearing a nice outfit. The first day I actually met my girlfriend, I looked something similar to this. My hair looked worse than this. I didn't have a fresh cut for like 2 months. I was wearing windbreaker running pants with grass stains all over it because I had just finished training. I had the Theodore My Way hoodie on and I just looked bummy, and she still fell in love with me all the same. That should say something. If someone can't accept you when you have all of these modifications, like your fingernails done, your perm done, your makeup, and with a nice outfit or a fresh haircut, whatever it may be, how can you get married to this person? How can you have a long-term friendship with anyone that's like that? You shouldn't have to put so much effort into looking presentable to anyone that is supposed to be your friend, your lover, or anyone that you're interested in. To all the black women out there, you're so beautiful. I feel like my personal preference has always been leaning towards black girls. I've always been attracted to black girls, not just because my girlfriend is black, but even before that, I've always usually leaned towards, admiring black females. That's just my preference. I'm not saying that white women aren't beautiful. If you want to hear that white women are beautiful, turn on the TV. Plenty of that. But it's pretty hard to turn on the TV and see a black girl with her natural hair, not permed with the curly, natural mixed look, that are all nice and shiny and staged. I'm talking the real sheep's wool. I'm talking the real, the poof. The only time you see that is when someone is saying, oh, she got nigger naps or she's nappy headed, or used for comedy or something. So girls, you like wearing your perm? Alright, that's cool. But don't sit here lying to yourself saying you want to wear a perm just because you want to, when in all reality, you're wearing a perm because you're ashamed or you're afraid of leaving the house without it. That is a mental chain. It's a mental slavery that's holding you back to thinking about things that don't matter. Don't let yourself become brainwashed into thinking that you look dirty or unpresentable or you just look ratchet just because you don't have a weave, because you didn't perm your hair, because you didn't put a wig on. And even past black women, you know, TV just makes women feel like they have to look a certain way. Don't get me wrong, there is discrimination against men. I do believe in that. I have spoken about that. But when it comes to beauty, TV and the media definitely plays a part in teaching girls that they have to look a certain way just to look beautiful. I would love to see a Hollister model, you know, modeling in like some sweats and one of their t-shirts and one of their, you know, sleepwear where they look like they're actually about to, I don't know, sleep, you know, no makeup on. Their hair is, you know, the way they wake up in the morning. But that's obviously not gonna happen because it's not presentable. So for a second, ladies, close the magazines, turn off the TV, wake up in the morning, go straight to the bathroom and look at yourself and try to appreciate what a beautiful woman you are. Of course, there's gonna be plenty of guys that find you ugly, plenty of guys that find you pretty. But the most important thing is that you always find beauty in yourself. Almonte with a piece of my mind. Peace.